Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome to a new day of the Elder Scrolls Arena. I was slightly mistaken in thinking that we'd arrive on Thursday, which is funny because Thursday was the 31st and I didn't actually do an episode anyway. In case you missed it, I uploaded the second episode of Skyrim as a Red Guard, so go check that out, where I play as a Red Guard using only Red Guard stuff and playing on Legendary difficulty as all over one character, and it's really, really hard. So, moving on. So yeah, I thought we were gonna arrive on Thursday. As it turns out, we're not actually arriving until I think Tuesday next month. Sorry, Tuesday next week. No. Sorry. This month, the day in Tamriel has been the same day as the normal standard Gregorian calendar, but I think next month it'll be different, of course, because there's we're missing a day. So I think we might. Okay, so if we miss a day, that means if it's Tuesday. Oh God, hang on, wait. So if Wednesday is Wednesday, right? Then real Thursday is nothing, and then Friday is Thursday. Okay. So if the game says I'll arrive on Tuesday, then I'll actually arrive on Monday. Okay, it all makes sense now. So we should arrive on Monday, which poses a slightly delicate problem. What to do on Sunday? Oh God, why do I have to do this? I'll probably just do a blog, I guess. There's not really much I can do about it. The whole no talking on Sunday rule it's not a rule, it's a thing, it's a gimmick that I do, really. Alright, well, enough about Elder Scrolls Arena because who cares about that game, right? You're totally not watching these videos for Elder Scrolls Arena. At least I hope not, because you're not getting much of it. More Lanes 2 Loot Hunt update. So, obviously, yesterday we were not here. So, we've got two targets that I'm going to talk about today. So, Wednesday's target was McNally, which was one of the people as part of the Bane quest. Kill that guy, and he's in the dust, and he gives you the Lady Fist, which is mediocre weapon, really, considering. And what do we have to do? We had to kill 2 million. Wait, do I have that? Do I have those numbers added up right? Yeah, 2 million loaders. I think, which we did, which is not surprising because loaders are everywhere in the game. But I'm wondering, and I just want to take a moment just to go back here, because I want to see. Go back, goddammit. I want to see. Let's go to week 2. If that is the most amount of things that we've ever had to kill. Week 1, I think we had to kill 1 million of something. Yeah, no, that's 10,000, 10,000. Ah. Okay, so on day 4 of the competition, which is in week 1, we had to kill 1 million gun loaders. Right, but this is 2 million loaders. So I guess that means anything. So that includes gun loaders. Yeah, I would assume so. Okay, let's go to yesterday's target. So yes. So yesterday we had to kill Wound Spike, who is another enemy. He's actually part of the main story of Captain Hammerlock's Big Hunt Adventure, whatever the hell it's called. Which again, I was a bit annoyed that DLC that I haven't touched yet, and I'm forced to play through it to get it, but I did, and I ended up getting the Twister, which is an interesting shotgun. It's basically fires a bunch of little. It's a shock weapon, so it's a shock shotgun. So it's got little electro thingies that actually form like a little mini twister or mini tornado that just go in a forward direction and just shock everything in its path. It's actually a really cool gun. Damage is pretty decent considering. Um, but yeah, now for this one we had to kill 20,000 Torque Thrashers. Now it was interesting to note that at about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. that is, on Wednesday, there had been no kills thus far, and so we'd been 8 hours in, and the bar like hadn't progressed at all, and then all of a sudden, at about I don't know 9, it was at like 75% completed. So I guess the Torque Thrashers, I never actually encountered that enemy before. I'm assuming that it is an enemy in the Mr. Torque's Carnival of Carnage DLC, the second DLC. I'm guessing so. That's the only thing I can think of. And they were looking, just judging by the picture, they seem to be some sort of robot. So like a loader, but a Torque loader, seeing as all the other loaders are Hyperion. Alright, well that's the Borderlands 2 Loot Hunt update taken care of. What's next on the agenda, Leo? Well, time to talk about Japan. So, kick your feet up, get comfortable, get a warm glass of cocoa, and let's have a chat about Japan and how it's different. Not like out there just space weird, but just, well, it's a little weird, let's be honest, but it's just different, alright? The way they do things is just a little bit different. Like, 2 days ago I talked about how the traffic lights are just different, it's weird. The only problem I had with the traffic light situation was the whole red light with a whole bunch of green arrows, and it's like I can go but I can't go, whatever. I've already spent 2 friggin' episodes talking about that, so let's move on. Today I want to talk about garbage, okay? Otherwise known as trash, otherwise known as rubbish, right? I don't care how you say it, garbage is a thing, alright? Garbage day, you go take the garbage out, people come and they collect the garbage, and, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so in Australia, we have 2 types of garbage. We've got garbage, and then we've got recyclable garbage. Okay, we've got 2 large plastic. Well, they are plastic. They're no, actually, I think they're what is it? Polyfiber? I guess. I'm trying to think of what's the material they used to make boats. When I was in high school, I went to a place that made boats, and they used the same material. Oh my god. I think it's, hang on, I need to find out, because otherwise I'll go insane. Polyfoam? It's not polyfoam. God damn it. Whatever. You know what? Who cares? Well, I care. What's Polytechnic? No, that's some company that does something. Okay. Moving on. Okay, sorry, moving on. Alright, so garbage. Yes, garbage. So, okay, so we've got these 2 bins. They are, I couldn't tell you how much they hold, like litre-wise, but they're about, they're at least 1 meter tall. They're probably 1.5 meters tall, maybe a little bit less. About half a meter wide and half a meter deep. And they're fairly large, and they've got wheels, 2 little wheels on one end, and a handle so you can like tip it over and wheel it around. It's got a lid that's attached to it that flips open. They're really good bins, really, and the government gives them to you. If you lose yours and you need another one, I'm pretty sure you've got to pay for it. But for the most part, we just give them to you. So the normal rubbish is a black bin, and the recyclable rubbish is a green bin with a yellow lid, I think. Yeah, that's right. Some areas like small rural towns have one bin that's sort of got a divider in the middle of it, but most of the time, most places in Australia will have two separate bins. Of course, the bin day depends on where you are, but generally speaking, it's a particular day. Let's say it's Monday in your area. Monday every week will be normal bin day, where you put your black bin out. You wheel your black bin out to the side of the road, facing outwards, facing the road, and a truck with a motorized arm comes along, picks up the thing, dumps the rubbish in the back, puts the bin back down, moves on to the next one. It's not actually well, obviously it's manned. There's a guy driving it and a guy, or I think the same guy. No, I think there's a different guy who's using the arm, but nobody actually sits there and grabs the bin and tucks it in, which is a enormous waste of energy in my opinion. And then so every week Monday would be normal bin day, and then every other week, so every second week on the same day, so still Monday, will also be recycle bin day. So every week you pull out the black bin, every other week you pull out the black bin and the green bin. And that would dump all your recycle bin. Now the recycle bin can hold plastic, PET bottles, paper, I think that's about it. Recyclable shit, and then obviously the normal bin would hold everything else, including organic waste and the like. Unless you've got a compost thing in your backyard, but that's got nothing to do with Australia's frigging garbage systems. Anyway, so that's Australia. Okay, here's Japan. Okay, now I know in America you've got your, well, at least in New York, from what I've watched on Sesame Street, that's most of my knowledge of New York comes from Sesame Street. Is you've got your little your little metal trash cans, which are tiny and don't hold a lot. And then you put your rubbish in. I think you bag your rubbish and you put them in the trash can, and a guy comes along, picks up the trash can, dumps it, and those trash cans get totally destroyed, man. Oh man, they're so damaged. But anyway, so in Japan, no bins whatsoever. So no nice, beautiful plastic bags like Australia. No crummy little metal tin cans like in America. Just nothing. Okay. Depending on where you are, you either bag your garbage and leave it on the curbside, or which looks really bad by the way, garbage day, the streets are just filled with garbage. It's a bit where I live, we've got the area around here have decided long ago obviously, that they would have a group, and most apartments have this. It's basically a cage, a largest cage that you open up, and then you put your bag in the cage on bin day. You can only put it in there on bin day. I say bin day, garbage day. You can only put it in on garbage day. You can't put it in any other day. It's really, you can't even put it there the night before. It's fucking ridiculous. So what you have to do, and the garbage guy comes at 8:30 in the morning, so you got to get up, alright, and on my days off I like to sleep in, but I can't because I got to go do the garbage because that's my job in the household. So okay, so for us, it's really confusing about the days. I don't know everything. I know that, okay, let's talk about the different types of bins. Alright, sorry, I'm segueing. I'll come back to that previous topic. So, in Australia, like I said, you got your normal rubbish and you got your recycled rubbish, which includes PET bottles, plastic, paper, the like. In Japan, you've got burnable garbage, non-burnable garbage, and plastic garbage. Okay, so burnable garbage is um, basically paper, organic waste, anything that can burn. Right? Your non-burnable, your plastic is obviously your plastic, not PET bottles though. That's different. Only like plastic wrappings, that sort of thing. Okay, plastic bags, the like. Alright, then you've got your PET bottles. That's a completely different section, PET bottles. And then you've got your non-burnables, which is pretty much anything else, which is not a lot when you've sifted, like, sorted all your garbage out into the three other sections. So once a week will be burnable day. So in the morning, you got to get up. You got a special bag, which is a plastic bag with red lettering on it. Very important. The red lettering bag, not any other bag. The red lettering bag. You dump all your burnable garbage into that bag. Tie it up twice. It's got, like, you know how plastic bags have like the handles, but then these bags, I mean, it depends on where you are, but in Australia, I've never really seen it. You've got two little tabs on, like, the other way, so you tie the handles up, and then you tie the other ones up again, so you've tied it both ways. And then you take the garbage down to the cage, which is located about 200 meters down the road, and then you put it in the cage. Right? So, like I said, this has to be done in the morning. It cannot be done the night before. Cannot be done any other night. You can't just until it's the morning that it's burnable garbage day. You've got to keep the garbage on your property, like outside the back door, or sometimes in this house, inside the house with all the organic waste in it, and it smells like rotting flesh. God, it stinks so bad. And then, on the morning you can actually go and dump it. Your plastic happens every other week, kind of like recycle bins in Australia. Same deal, although you put it into a blue bag. I don't remember what color the lettering is, but the bag is blue. The first one is a clear bag with red lettering, and the plastic one is a blue bag. Like the color is actually like a light blue color. And then you go dump that down the road. PET bottles is, I think, once every other week. We actually don't put our garbage out for PET bottles because the wife's mother is adamant that we are to take all PET bottles, wash them out, remove. That's another thing I didn't mention that you have to do in Japan is remove the labels of all your PET bottles. Put the label in the plastic section. The cap goes somewhere else, and then the PET bottle goes in the PET bottle bag. We actually take the PET bottles to the local supermarket, where they've got special dumping areas. You put the cap in a special bin, you put the bottle in a special bin, you take the label off, or there's actually nowhere to dump it, so we actually remove the label before we go and put that in the plastic garbage section. Oh my god, it's so freaking complicated. And you gotta wash out the bottles too, that's really important. Tell you what, if you don't do that, and the wife's mother finds out, you're in for a world of hurt. I think you have to that I didn't I kind of mentioned that you do have to tie up your bags when you dump the garbage out. Like if you don't, I mean, you get like fined, I think. And I've been scolded by everyone in the family for not tying the bag up enough times. Like I just do it once, just tie the handles up. No, you gotta tie the handles up, then you gotta tie the tags up. You gotta make sure it's really tight, and tie it up again just for good measure. God damn it. But anyway, and I didn't mention the non-burnable garbage. I don't actually know how often it happens. All I know is we don't have a lot of garbage, so it doesn't smell or anything, so we usually wait for it to fill up before we actually take it out on a day. And that one is a clear bag with black lettering. Or is it blue lettering? No, it's blue lettering. It's black lettering. think the plastic gomi is, sorry, gomi is the Japanese word for garbage. Sorry, sometimes I do that because I'm friggin' in Japan. I'm constantly, whenever I'm talking about garbage, especially Japanese garbage, I'm thinking gomi in my head. So, plastic garbage, I think, is actually blue lettering, and the non-burnable garbage is the black lettering. The really annoying thing that I don't like is that a lot of people in Japan actually, their burnable garbage, they will actually make a little bonfire on their property. This is a farm area, so it's usually in farmland, um, and burn like all of their burnable garbage on the property. I mean, there's two things wrong with this. One is that the smoke that comes out of it is so bad for the environment, it's not funny. And it's no wonder Japan is so smoggy, and also, and also it feels hotter in summer and colder in winter because they've probably completely destroyed the ozone here. The second thing is that, like, even if I'm driving in a car, if I drive past a house that's burning, it's so identifiable, that smell. And it's like, God, I hate that smell because it's really toxic and putrid of a smell. Like, if a next door neighbor's like doing that, and the smoke is like wafting over to our house, I basically just bar myself in the house and don't go outside because the smell is just choking. It's just lung destroying. It's so bad. And I just don't understand why this practice continues. But that is Japanese garbage in a few sentences, in 1,000 words or less. Probably, I probably used more than 1,000 words actually, now that I think about it. But I guess when we come back, we will be fast traveling again. It'll be Saturday, and we what? 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 No, it'll be Saturday, and oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking about how, yeah, no, this week there'll be a YOLO on Saturday, and there'll be a blah blah blah, Salvador the Gunzerker playing Borderlands 2, as well as of course my arena blog, but next week I've decided that we won't have Salvador the Gunzerker on Saturdays, and we won't have Axton the Shut Up and Play Borderlands 2 on Sundays. But we will still have, of course, the Japanese Skyrim Shut Up and Play on Sundays. Alright, so when we come back, we'll be fast traveling. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.